Welcome to Startup Hack. Today I'm tackling a hot topic, why I hate sprints and why they're not agile. So if you've ever found yourself pulling your hair out over sprint deadlines or wondering why your burndown chart refuses to cooperate, stick around because I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers, but I know I'm going to hear a lot of devs cheering from this one. We'll break down the problem with sprints and why I believe Kanban is actually the real hero of agile and why I can't stand Scrum and Scrum sprints. Let's dive in. All right, welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer, and here at Startup Hack, we train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps and build custom software solutions for company. With a decade of executive leadership as a fractional CTO and 25 years in software development, I've mastered transforming tech teams and products. All right. Today, I know this is going to be controversial, and I love it, but I'm going to tackle a hot topic, why it is that I hate Scrum sprints and why I believe they're not agile. So if you've ever really found yourself just wondering what is going to happen if I actually break this 2-week cycle that we're so used to, is the world going to end? We're going to break this down today and talk about what the problems are with sprint and why I believe Kanban really is the hero. All right, so let's dive into this. 2 days left, grab a random bug, right? Here's a classic sprint scenario. You're down to the last 2 days, and instead of tackling some meaningful work that might actually be high priority, your team grabs a random bug because you got to fill the gap, but you don't want it to accidentally overlap these magical 2-week boundaries, right? Because finishing a small bug is easier than starting an important feature that might take you longer. This is where sprint fails Agile's core principles. They prioritize deadlines over delivering value. Agile is about flexibility and impact, not arbitrary time boxes. Sprints force us to play Tetris with our workload, and the result is often a jumbled mess. So that 2-day left is one of the biggest reasons I can't stand sprints. All right, now let's also push harder to meet the sprint goals, right? Sprint crunch time is a familiar pain point for developers everywhere. Teams push harder, stay later, and stress more, all in the name of hitting some sprint commitment. But Agile isn't supposed to be a high-stress environment. It's supposed to be adaptable. The problem with sprints is that they tie success to inflexible deadlines. Have you ever tried to talk to somebody in the sprint mantra about what would happen if you actually extended a sprint because you were trying to work on something important? Shocker, right? But it leads to burnout. I've seen this cycle repeated endlessly in my 25 years as a software developer, and trust me, it's not sustainable. Look at even the name. It's called a sprint. Can you sprint forever? Agile should prioritize sanity, not sprint velocity on some magic chart. All right. One of the things I can't stand about sprint is it talks about 80 to 85% completion is great. Where in engineering is 80% good? Let's talk about this bizarre notion. Quote, if we finish 100% of the sprint, we didn't plan enough. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This mindset forces teams to underdeliver intentionally, thinking it's a mark of good agile principles. It's not. Why would you want somebody you're paying to sit around not working? Instead, it fosters mediocrity by encouraging incomplete work. Agile should be about delivering value, not playing a weird game of percentage metrics. I can't stand and it tells already about how terrible Scrum is if saying 80 to 85% completion rates are good. All right, next one. Let's talk about our sprint goals is to make progress. How often have you heard this? Our goal is to make progress on feature X. What does progress even mean? Code belongs in production, right? Clear and simple. If you're not shipping something, get with it and get working on shipping something. Without clear, actionable goals, teams spin their wheels and waste time. Agile thrives on specificity. I can't say that word. But you want to deliver small, valuable pieces incrementally. This is why I like Kanban. Gives you swim lanes where you can do this consistently at a maintainable pace. Vague goals of Scrum sprints don't inspire any team. I've never heard a team coming out going, this is going to be a great sprint, right? But I do hear people all the time in Kanban really excited about the next feature they're going to get to work on. So I think this is terrible. Now, if your company has systems that aren't connected and you have processes that are broken, especially around development, let Startup Hack help you out. Here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems to help your company work like a well-oiled machine. Check out startuphack.com/Spencer. We can help you out. All right. Only 15% for tech debt. Have you ever heard this from a product manager? We agree to allocate 15% for tech debt, so you have to push that fix to next sprint. This is an arbitrary cap on technical debt, and it's a ticking time bomb. Tech debt doesn't wait for permission to accumulate. It snowballs. Agile is about addressing challenges as they arise, not deferring them to fit a neat sprint schedule. So my advice, give tech debt the attention it demands. Otherwise, it's going to sneak up on you like an Indian. All right. Now, our velocity is amazing. Sprint retrospectives love to highlight velocity. Look at how much we accomplished, right? And that's one of the big things I hate about this. Velocity is amazing. Oh, look at your burn down chart. You must be doing so good because your chart looks so good. So look at how much we accomplished. But here's the kicker. Velocity means nothing if you're not delivering value. I've seen teams celebrate completing dozens of tasks that had zero impact. Agile isn't about task completion. It's about solving real problems. Heads up, you're being hired as a developer to shock it. I know, shock, hold on to your seat here, deliver code, not a pretty burn down chart, right? Don't let velocity metrics fool you into thinking your team is successful. They are artificial, and unless you're shipping real code with real value, that burn down chart doesn't do you anything. All right, and that digs me into the burn down chart. The infamous burn down chart. It's a visual guilt trip. When it doesn't slope down perfectly, everybody panics. Suddenly the focus shifts from delivering meaningful results to fixing the chart. But Agile isn't about pretty charts. It's about creating value. Don't let the burn down chart dictate your workflow. Now, let's release ASAP to fix the chart. Rushing to release works just to meet sprint goals is one of the biggest pitfalls of sprints. It sacrifices quality for appearances, leading to technical debt and frustrated customers. I'm going to throw out a little shocking thought here. Maybe you could delay a sprint if you thought you could deliver something more quality. Shock. I know. Everybody, hold on. Agile is about delivering high quality increments, not quick fixes. If you're releasing subpar work to hit a sprint deadline, you're doing Agile wrong. The sprint is failing you, not the other way around. I hear all the time, you're doing it wrong because you're not. I think it's crap. The sprint mechanism is failing you. Now, if your team has struggles with outdated practice, Startup Pack can help you modernize your process. Check out startuphack.com/sponsored and hit me up because I'd love to help teams get back into cadence. Now, personally, and you're asking, how do you do it? It's about Kanban. Unlike sprints, it focuses on continuous delivery and optimizing the workflow. There's no arbitrary deadlines or forced commitments. You can still just get a steady flow of work. We set release goals and we generally work on a 2-week sprint release. However, very frequently we move those deadlines to work with business because a feature may take a little bit longer. We deliver what we need to deliver when it should be delivered. And we don't let an arbitrary sprint deadline dictate that. This aligns perfectly with Agile's core principles of flexibility and adaptability. Kanban allows teams to focus on delivering value rather than meeting sprint goals. It's a more natural and effective way for developers to work. I have found it to be far more innovative. And so with Kanban, every piece of work is prioritized by its value, not by how it fits into a time box. This eliminates the need for progress goals and ensures that every task contributes to bigger pictures. Teams can adjust priorities dynamically without the constraints of a sprint schedule. This makes Kanban more true to Agile than Scrum ever could be. I recently helped onboard a product manager in one of our products, and it's been amazing to watch this product manager because they're like, wow, when we do it with Kanban, this is actually innovative and fun. And I loved that. It's energizing. Development and innovation should be energizing. And to me, Kanban embraces those principles where Scrum just beats people over the head with this term sprint. Have you ever known a runner who can sprint indefinitely? You can't find a developer who can sprint indefinitely. So Kanban, I believe, reduces stress because Kanban doesn't rely on rigid deadlines. Teams definitely experience less stress. It doesn't mean they're less innovative. It means they can innovate at the pace that innovation goes. Work is pulled into the system as capacity allows. You complete a task, you pull the next one. You complete one, you pull the next one. Shock, I know. So work is pulled into the system as capacity allows, creating a healthier workflow. This reduces burnout and increases productivity. Agile was never meant to be a pressure cooker, and Kanban helps bring sanity back to the process. So Kanban delivers results. At its core, Kanban is about delivering tangible results. It doesn't get bogged down by metrics like velocity or burn down charts. I cannot stand another sprint planning where we sit and do t-shirt sizes. In that amount of time that I have 5 to 10 developers in this meeting giving me t-shirt sizes, I could have delivered a whole feature. And that's what drives me crazy about about Scrum. Instead, I like Kanban because it focuses on outcomes that matter to the customer and to stakeholders. This is the true spirit of Agile, delivering value incrementally and efficiently. Can't talk. Kanban isn't just better than Scrum, it's Agile done right. Now, again, if you're ready to embrace the right tech trends, Starter Pack is here for you. If you have a new system that you want to get stood up and get built quickly with developers who love to work on it, hit me up at starterpack.com/Spencer because I love to help you build teams that help build awesome technology. Now, what are your thoughts? I know I'm going to have stuff thrown at me. What you didn't see me is me virtually dodging. I'm sure all you Scrum masters are out there telling me, no, it's just because you're not doing Scrum right. I hear that all the time. But I love having a great discussion, and I love these discussions. I really actually do. So make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to like and subscribe. Here at Starter Pack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding bootcamps and to build custom software solutions for companies. We take the developers that we train and we help companies build software with these developers gaining real world experience. So if you're interested in either of those, hit us up, starterpack.com/Spencer, because we'd love to help you out, and we will catch you guys next time. Want to become a software developer but don't want to spend 4 years in college and rack up massive student loan debts? Think you need technical expertise to get started? Welcome to Starter Pack, a better way to start your software career without student loans and years without income. One-on-one tutoring is included so you never get stuck and have guidance through the whole process. No technical experience is necessary. Learn at your own pace and in your own space. Starter Pack has worked with local state agencies in your area to make it so that qualifying students can get the program costs covered entirely and students can start earning while they learn.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Starter Pack. One thing setting Starter Pack apart from any other coding bootcamp was the quality of one-on-one tutoring available. All of the projects that we did were challenging and thought-provoking, but left me feeling very accomplished and very prepared for my first job that I was offered just days after completing the program.
Hello, I'm Tom, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Starter Pack, and I must say that it was an excellent experience. The tutors is what set this course apart from others. They were knowledgeable, experienced, and always available to help provide me with guidance and support. Do not hesitate to take advantage of this affordable and efficient software development course.
Complete our 3-month coding bootcamp, gain hands-on experience, and land a paid internship. With 2 years of experience on average, our graduates are making over $80,000 per year. The 3-month program includes technologies from Microsoft, Google, and Facebook. No debt, just a quick path to earning. Check out starterpack.com to code your future.